Hello, welcome to another episode of the Weeping Prophet by Sister Philomena. So, today's message is based on the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, and I will title my message CAPRISON. The book of Ezekiel 34, verse 8 said, "As surely as I am the Lord, you had better listen to me. My sheep have been attacked by wild animals that killed and ate them because they were no shepherd. My shepherds did not try to find the sheep. They were taking care of themselves and not the sheep." If you're very familiar with the Bible, you will notice that Ezekiel lived before Jesus came to the world. And this means that this book, this particular chapter, belong to the prophecies of the last days. Here, our Lord is saying that the maltreating of the sheep by the shepherd is something he cannot just remove his eyes from. And to all the women and the men of God who made themselves rich with the church of God, God is angry with you. God's words say that you are doomed. You take care of yourself and never tend the members of your sheep. You make yourself rich from seed sowing, tithes, thanksgiving, donations, offerings, and finally, you hook the very rich in your church, aka bank account or bank alert. You do not take care of the poor in your church. The sick you do not send to the hospital. Neither do you render help to the distressed. As a good shepherd, the very people who you are supposed to take care of are mandated to pay money to see you in private. If not, the waiting hours will be longer than weeks or months. God's word said that you are treating them wickedly. Then God said again, because the sheep had no shepherd, they were scattered, and wild animals killed and ate them. Now, this is the part that is very painful to God. They were scattered means that most Christians started trying out or experimenting different source of spiritual help. Because the pastors who were supposed to guide them, feed their soul, strengthen them, were doing other things. So the Christians started combining sorcery, media, witchcraft, New Age, secret society with Christianity. These things are what God referred to as wild animals ate them up. God is worried that his sheep, his children, came to his house to find refuge, comfort, and peace, but rather went back worse than they were. And out of frustration, some decided to join the forces of darkness and turn back to fight the church and eat pastors and prophets. The examples are everywhere on the internet, where someone will challenge a priest or a pastor, claiming that church is a scam, that miracles are fake, or that they never existed. All those actions happen as a result of destroyed hope, unfulfilled expectation, due to the incapacity of the men and women of God. God's children move from one church to the other, looking for help, seeking for healing, longing for an encounter with God. If you are one of them, God will do what is right in your life. You will have an encounter that will rewrite your experience with God soonest. In Jesus Christ's name. As for you, yes, I mean you, man and woman of God, ordained by men. There is a difference between anointed man of God and anointed woman of God, and theology or seminary students, then anointed by men. God is coming to separate the good from the bad, the sheep from the goats. God is gradually getting rid of you all. Watch your ministries. You now sound like a noisy instrument. No matter how you cover up your trust, God will expose you. Your church seats are going to be empty. You will not notice it. Even the church members themselves will not notice it until it becomes obvious. You will grab an evil method to stop the process. But God has passed his judgment on church founders and owners already. My dear, you can't stop it. You are sucking God's children dry. CAPRISON. You are busy making money in the name of God and building empire. God said that he will get rid of those dangerous shepherds in his own way. To those shepherds who are not satisfied with eating the best grass from the church, you even trample down what you don't eat. You drain the clean water and muddy what you don't drink. God's judgment has started with you. Be careful of how you treat your church members. Each of them contributed to what you are today. Some pay a great price for you to be known in the Christendom. They deserve your respect and kindness. Be there for them. Even when you cannot render any help, be a listening ears. Change your ways, or God's judgment will catch up with you. The judgment is already on the churches. Be warned. From Sister Philomena, there will be